So, for the sake of the YouTube video, let's do a quick round of introductions. Video starts here.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and start because I am currently fueled by coffee, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
A sincerely wonderful good morning from into the void. My name is Decaf NVIDIA. I'm a video game streamer who primarily plays RPG games. I am also a hobby voice actor and singer, so you can do one or both of those things in the stream. My pronouns are he, they, and today we're doing a pretty special thing here, going over the subconscious test results in the event story of A Flowing Feast. I am joined by a few of my friends, and let's go ahead and start with Shiny, who has already been streaming this whole time.
Yes, hello, I'm ShinyBot. My Twitch channel is ShinyBot TV. You can call me ShinyBot or Shiny. My pronouns are she, her. I like to stream for 3 to 4 hours or so on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We have fun with Reverse 1999, and I've been playing some Digimon Story Time Stranger recently. I also like to stream online Mahjong using the gacha games Mahjong Soul or Reach City, whatever. And those Mahjong streams are open to beginners. That's a game that, you know, it was a game in real life before it was a video game. So us Mahjong players are always looking to evangelize and find more players to join us because you need 4 people to play a game. So everyone's welcome to those, even if you haven't played the game before. Yeah, let's see. I've got a YouTube channel. I've got a Blue Sky. Check my Twitch channel to find all those links and things. I've got a Discord server, but we're kind of mad at Discord right now, so it is what it is. Let's see. That's about it. So how about you next?
Hey, me. Hello. People, name on Twitch is Night Hunter Teresa. You can call me any variation of that. On Twitch, I stream mostly just Reverse 99, once or twice a week, depending on my schedule. On the weekend, sometimes in the middle of the week, in cases like the next patch is gonna come in the middle of the week. I also have a YouTube channel where I archive everything, and I also have a Discord, but yeah, we are also fighting against Discord, so who knows. Pronouns are she, her, and yeah, that is me. Riku, who are you?
Hello everyone, I'm Riku. Riku or Riku? Yeah, you can call me either one, but I'm not streaming right now. But you can catch me on Twitch at Riku_Toshio12. It's a bit long, yes, I know. That's why people call me Riku most of the time. I normally play gacha games like Reverse 1999, Star Rail, Genshin, and WoA. But I do play Warframe and League when I got time. Warframe, League, and a bit of Baldur's Gate now and then. So yeah. You can only catch me on stream because I don't have any other social media. So yeah, you can only catch me on stream. My stream is mostly long-ish, I guess. You can as short as 4 hours or as long as sometimes 24 hours, depending on how I am, I guess. And I am a he, him. Yes, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yay!
And we are all part of the CAVALRY, otherwise known as the Cool Amateur Voice Acting, Lyrically, Reverse Youngins Group. And the purpose of today's mini collab is just to go over our subconscious test here in A Flowing Feast. So everyone, please open your games if you haven't already opened it, and go to the event screen so we can all see our own results.
Here.
Oh, I opened the Critical Crash by accident.
Right, by
It's right there.
accident. Sure. Okay,
Let's click.
so if you click here, you'll see the result, but we're not going to do this just yet. We're going to go ahead and go over the questions first.
And where are those?
Yeah, what are the questions?
Let me
You got to press the
see.
down button,
Oh, press the down button.
right?
Uh-huh.
And then you see there's these like blue, like cloud things.
Question marks?
Yeah.
Oh,
So those are actually the only traits that are kept on the screen because these are the subconscious test results. that you picked. So scroll all the way to the left,
Yeah.
right? And we'll start from left to right. Unless you're Japanese, in which case you start right to left.
I think it's 5 in total, right?
I actually forget. Is it 5 or 6?
1, 2, 3,
I see 5.
4, 5. Oh no, there's 6. There's 6. My bad. I missed one.
Oh yeah, it's under the 6.
It's hidden. Yeah.
It's a hidden Mickey.
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay, so the thing we're going to do today is we're going to go over the questions, discuss them a little bit, and then at the very end, each of us will read our individual results. Now that last part, I will create shorts out of those, so I'll just like send you guys a recording of you guys reading your own results. And Shiny has requested I make a tutorial, a mini tutorial for
Yeah.
how to make a short. Now,
Yeah, Decaf says that they don't use the YouTube app itself to make the short. They actually make their shorts custom by themselves and then upload it.
what I do is pretty simple, and it should be translatable to folks who use any free editing program, and it'll probably won't be like a minute and a half at most. So yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go over these. So everyone, let's go ahead and click on the first one here.
Okay, under the number 1. Okay.
Okay, and then let's take turns.
Alright.
Let's go ahead
Wait,
and just.
I have a different prompt than Decaf
Oh,
has.
yours is not gaze within
Did you
first.
pick? So I clicked on the one that's under 01, right?
Ah, yes. Under the mask.
It's
We
the
can do that first.
answer that is different, but the choice, I don't think there is the. No, it's different.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Okay.
now Decaf and my prompts match.
Okay.
Yeah,
I clicked on the
yeah.
one like far
thought
to
it
the
was-
left, but we can do that one first. Yeah. All good.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take turns reading the questions. Let's start with the order we introduce ourselves in. So it'll be me, then Shiny, and then Teresa, and then last Riku. Yeah? Okay.
I see.
And then after each question read, we can discuss what choices we chose and why. Just like briefly going over those. Right.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Under the mask. A masquerade ball is taking place in Montmartre. It lacks a clear theme, but a mask is required for entry. So, you pick up. And then I chose a polished silver mask with a polite smile. Everyone must appear proper. So, what did you guys pick?
The same.
The same?
The same.
How do I know?
So it'll be
The one that
highlighted what you
is-
picked.
It will
Yeah.
highlight the one.
Oh, I see. So there's 4 options, and then the response to your option shows up on the left.
That's right.
That's what happens. I picked a polished silver mask with a polite smile. Yeah.
Ooh. Riku, what did you pick?
I picked a rough wooden mask carved with totem motifs.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, let's go over our reasoning here. Let's go in reverse order. Riku, why did you pick the wooden mask?
The wooden mask? Oh, I don't know. I just like how simple it is. You know, don't need anything else. You know, guess I'm a simple guy. So you know, the less work or less expensive is, I guess, works for me.
Ah, okay.
Rustic.
Yeah.
Looking for simple pleasures. All right, Teresa.
Mine. I like metallic stuff, so it was about the material.
Mhm.
I thought it would be like the more interesting finish, and especially silver or gold. I really
Ooh,
like
yeah.
those too. So yeah, if there was a gold one, I would prefer that. But like silver, it would be it's just something. Silver as well, like pass an idea of like something very clean. So yeah, like I was thinking of the finish of the material. I think it's more interesting.
That is an interesting choice. Shiny, what was your reasoning?
My reasoning was it was the answer that I found the easiest to picture in my mind's eye. The description just kind of came into my mind's eye as soon as I read that option. So
It
that's
is
the one I
very
picked,
striking.
just 'cause- yeah. Mm-hmm.
Makes sense, yeah. The others are a little more out there.
There could be, yeah, there's more than one way you could interpret them. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how it felt anyway.
For me personally, I picked the polished silver mask because it has the word polished and then polite smile. And you know me, I
It's
like a bit of
kind
class.
alliteration.
Yeah. I like a bit of
Yeah.
class, I like a bit of etiquette. I was like interested in the enamel mask with multicolored feathers. But then I was like, I don't really know what enamel means.
Lol.
Yeah, at first I was like, wait, what is that? And then I had to think for a second. And I guess the first thing that comes to mind is teeth.
Yeah, I was
Like,
like,
the enamel
bone?
of your teeth.
Yeah. So I was like unsure of what it was. As much as like I thought feathers like fancy, I like showing off. I am very extroverted. A polished silver mask with a polite smile is just like etiquette for me. You know, it is the the classiness I want to give off when I do my streams.
There you
Yes,
go.
it is enough. It's polished, as it says. You know, it's very nice. And again, like Shiny said, it's easy to picture as well.
Yeah. Sorry, Riku, what did your description say for the Witty mask again?
Oh, my description?
Yeah.
Also, you pick up... Oh, you mean the left side one?
Yeah, the left side one.
Yeah.
A mask can be natural too.
Huh.
Oh, nice.
That's interesting.
I mean, it is natural. It's a wooden.
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Okay, the next one here is below the number 3. And it's Shiny's turn.
Before a shop window on the Champs-Élysées, you stop for a long time. So long, you don't notice the sky changing. What you're staring at is... Mine is a Klein blue gown flowing with black liquid. You have to admit, it's impeccable taste.
What's a Klein? What's a Klein?
Flying blue?
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
special type of blue created by a guy called Klein. It's the same blue as the Men's Vindicte blue.
Oh, it's that blue.
It is that blue.
Yeah.
Teresa,
There's a
what did you
Labubu.
pick?
What did I pick? I pick an astronomical clock with its hands reversed.
Ooh.
And the description is there must be a deeper metaphor.
Riku?
I picked a restored illustration of ancient craters.
Fun.
And the thing is, were they always this noisy?
That's so medicine pocket coded.
Yes. That's true.
And then I picked, same as Shiny actually, a Klein blue gown flowing with black liquid. Yeah.
Men's Vindicte propaganda.
So once again, reverse order. My reasoning for picking a Klein blue gown was actually the same reason I chose a silver mask. I thought it was fancy. I like the
Good
fancy
match.
options, you know?
Yes.
Oh, after I picked it, I was like, oh wait, they're describing the Manus Vindicte colors and the Manus Vindicte mask. I just realized after the fact.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoops!
Slowly building your reverse 90C.
It's propaganda. We're being influenced by the Manus Vindicte propaganda this patch, you know? All the
Yeah,
all
that's
the
how they get you.
garments and
But like, I just leaned towards the like the fancy answers, so that's why I picked the blue gown. And yes,
There you go.
I do in fact own a blue gown of my own, so I was like, yeah, I already wear that anyway.
awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Riku, why did you pick your illustration of ancient critters?
Oh, it's very simple, you know. Of all the beatings that we took, the critters, they are pretty cute. So I like them cute. So I just picked them. 'cause they're
Valid.
cute.
Yeah, valid.
Very valid. Good.
And then Teresa.
I am fascinated with clockwork in general. Any type of clock, I find like the very small and precise mechanisms of any type of clock. So yeah, I can see myself just spending a whole day just looking at it. So that's why I picked that one.
I feel like that's also X coded, you know?
True.
I could see X like being obsessed with clocks too. Oh, probably
Yeah,
is actually.
the
Looking at his
mechanisms.
PV. It is very fascinating. Shiny!
Right. The Klein blue gown flowing with black liquid. Not gonna lie, I think all my answers are gonna be pretty similar. It's the one that has the imagery pop into my mind the most vividly.
Ooh.
I just love the image of a flowing gown.
Mhm,
is very striking to me. I think maybe it's my Sailor Moon fan coming out or something.
So you went for like the most striking image. Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
makes sense.
Catching up with chat here a little bit. Oh, Monix asks, are you all doing the survey after the main story? Nope, we're all finished. Actually, I don't think you can do it after. You have to do it during, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
We're just assessing our
It
results.
makes you do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lana, the delicate version. You picked the critters in hopes of finding a new species of critters. But they didn't describe the Asian critters. They did not. They were just describing how noisy they are. Welcome to thy club. Welcome to thy club. Have an orange on your way in.
Why must you make us suffer?
Monix says, am I the only one... sorry, I'll let you Medicine Box's voice. Am I the only one not falling for the Manus propaganda?
Yes. That's a Medpoc sentence, yeah.
Yeah. Is everyone else dead?
Slowly, every patch, more people join Manus.
Monix wants to be neutral. Also saying that they would not pick the Manus options. Or so you would think. But even Broom... even Broom thought she was neutral and not into... did not have like an ego. But as we learned, we are not infallible.
That's so good.
And, Broom
good.
is-
It was so well written.
Broom actually has an
It's so
ego
hyped.
that she did not realize was so strong.
Yeah, just prideful. Just so good.
Emmy says, my reaction to the gown was, Manus? No, thank you. Oh yeah, Emmy clocked that it was Manus before picking it.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was, but I was like, it's pretty.
I mean,
It is pretty.
talking about the
Propaganda.
idea of... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying propaganda.
Right. I mean, talking about
Propaganda.
Sailor Moon with the Manus coding clothes, I mean, the Dark Sailor outfits were a thing, right? When they would like fall to darkness.
Black Lady.
Yeah.
It's giving Black Lady or something.
Who was it? Was it Sailor Mercury? No.
Oh.
Sailor... Who was the blue sailor? I forget.
Well, there's two blue sailors. There's Sailor Mercury and there's Sailor Neptune.
I think it was Sailor Mercury, who in the live action like got a black redesign, but I can't remember if that happened in the
Oh, really?
animation as well. It was a really good arc. We got to see her fall to
Oh.
darkness, which I think was
That must
also
have been the live
referenced
action.
in the anime My Dress Up Darling.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Magical Girl Taku is an idea. Critters not directly associated with Manus? No, in fact they are not. They're more like wildlife. Let's go ahead and read the next one here. It's
Alright.
between 15 and 19.
Okay, I see it.
This is Teresa's turn.
Okay, let me see. Oh my goodness. Re sent honore. Honore? Say,
that's
you
different what I
guys
see.
I feel
know
like-
French.
I feel like it would be Rue. Just
Rue.
Rue. And the E is
Rue
silent.
Wait,
I think Rue.
did you click the one between 15 and 19 or 9 and 4?
15, 19. On the book cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
reading
it's
you're
the-
reading
the-
the Rue Saint Honore.
Rue Saint Honore. Okay, thank you. There you go. On the book cover, in an old bookstores on Rue Saint Honore, a faded book draws your attention. Its contents are exactly what you want to understand. You brush your fingers once more across the gold stamped title. And then the title that I got is Salon Etiquette. etiquette. Written. Salon etiquette. Written by a court attendant. And the description is, yes, a book that helps you blend into society.
Mm-hmm. Riku, what do you pick?
I picked The Lover Holding Lilies.
Aw.
And it says, yes, a book that likes two souls at once.
Ooh.
Oh.
A body with two souls. I also picked
Cool.
Salon Etiquette, written by a court attendant.
There you go.
And then Shiny, what did you pick?
I picked Elements of Geometry.
What did that read?
And the response is yes, a book that questions the nature of the world.
Oh, that's
That's nice.
37.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
The emanation.
I can hear her voice.
yeah.
Geometry!
Everything exists in numbers.
Yes.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
Welcome to the world of numbers. The imaginary world doesn't matter.
No, sorry. I made myself sad with that one. Oops. Okay, so, yeah, reverse order. Shiny, please explain why you picked
All
Elements
right.
of Geometry.
Right, so, the Elements of Geometry, why did I pick that? I'm not sure why. I'm gonna be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Etiquette, it sounded very boring to me, personally. Lovers Holding Lilies, I don't know, it didn't speak out to me. Beasts of North Africa, I was imagining just a picture book, which normally I'm into images. But Elements of Geometry, for some reason, I just was like, what's in that book? I guess that's a title that makes me go, I don't know what's in that book and I want to find out.
Right?
That's why I picked it.
Your robot spirit.
It's,
Yeah.
It holds the truth to all
It
of
holds-
reality.
There you go.
It is the key to transcendentality.
That
Thank
too.
you, Six.
Sorry, reverse order. So me next, you're right. So I'm pretty sure it's obvious why I picked Salon Etiquette. It's in the name. I was picking all the
Yes.
fancy answers. I was like, yes, etiquette. Of course, class, manners, maketh man. Even though I'm not a man. And then Riku. Wait, no, sorry. Yes,
It is
Riku.
Riku.
Riku next.
What?
Oh.
Well, I'm the opposite of Decaf. What you call it? The most simple. So I'm like, Elements of Geometry, math, nah. And then Salon Etiquette, formal, not really my thing. And then like Lover, the Holding Lilies, like old mess. Sure, I like some rom-com stuff in anime. Sure, why not?
Rom-coms.
Makes you think of that painting of the water on the lilies, which is in every Airbnb.
Oh my god.
Teresa, why did you pick Salon Etiquette?
Salon etiquette. It's because I really like anthropology and culture and stuff, so I'm always interested in reading about etiquette from different places. So if I saw a book like that, especially written by someone who was there, like first account, I would be very interested on reading their opinions.
Right?
But I was really between that and the Lover Holding Lilies because I was like, oh, Yuri. But,
Oh, yeah.
But in the end, I was like, no, culture. I
right,
would
right,
like to hear about the what's going on the court.
Mhm.
Who put Yuri on my ice?
Yuri, oh my reverse 99. Never saw that before.
Sorry, that's heated rivalry.
Yeah. Oh my god.
One thing I'll mention real quick. I also was trying to kind of guess where we're going with this. Are you guys familiar with those magazine personality quizzes? Like Cosmo
Yes.
or well, actually Cosmo was the person I thought of, and it's the one that stuck the most in my brain. Where you could kind of tell all the A answers was for a specific personality. And so once you've done enough of them, you kind of know to avoid the quote unquote bad answers.
Mhm.
But with this test, I really couldn't tell which were the purely negative answers until after I did it. That might be because I'm just dumb. But I couldn't like see which ones were like leaning more towards Manos and which were leaning more towards, like Riku said, simplistic, or like Shiny's perspective of like striking imagery, you know? Right. Next one
we'll know who is
is.
susceptible to Manus Vindictae.
Oh yeah, for sure. So next one is between 9 and 4. So Riku, you're up.
9 and 4.
9
Oh,
and
so
4,
really
all
close
the
to the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
From a
It
friend.
starts with from a friend. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. A kind friend sends you a fortune-telling postcard, saying the pattern on the back reveals your fate for the week. You flip it over and see, and I pick soft winding curls, and it says curling around every solitary nail.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay, I picked a full circle. The most complete, most flawless pattern.
Oh.
And then, Shiny, what did you pick?
I too picked a full circle.
And then Teresa?
And
And then
yep. And mine, I pick sharp angular lines, and the description is even the paper seems stung.
That's really interesting. Most of us picked different answers this time.
yeah.
And this time Shiny picked the same one as me again.
Yeah.
It would be funny if there was one where everybody picked a different one because we have 4 people. But
I
it
know.
doesn't
I'm
happen.
We have yet to
curious
do
if that's
that.
going to happen. What's the mathematical chances of that? I wonder.
Yeah.
Pretty low, actually. I think it's like
Mm.
not more than 15%, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, not more than that.
Let's see. Chat says before we get into like the explanation, real quick. Monik says I chose a full circle because that's typically what Manos associated with in chapter 6. I thought you weren't picking the Manos propaganda answers.
So he's only
Mononex-
against the blue.
Mononex picks everything depending on whether it will show more lore.
Abby says I picked the circle as well. Ooh.
Oh, lots of circle ones.
Yeah. Okay, so in reverse order, Teresa, why did you pick the sharp angular lines?
That one was really easy because when I draw and like when I design stuff, I don't like curves and I don't like roundness. I like making very sharp lines. So I didn't think even like 2 seconds. It was pretty easy to answer this one by purely aesthetic preference, I would say, as an artist.
Right.
Yeah. Shiny. Is it the next one, right?
I would say for this one, I was super duper not sure, and I was getting. This is also like later in the event story, and things are like really ramping up in what's happening and what's being revealed. I basically just kind of threw a dart at the board and picked one randomly.
A circle board.
Because I just wanted to get to the next part of the story real
Got
fast.
Manus.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Can't believe it. You threw a rock and got Arcana.
Yeah.
Riku, why did you pick
Riku.
soft winding curves?
Oh, that's easy. I just look at the other one, then like I look at the one nickel like, oh, I'm pretty chill. I'm very flexible, so I guess I'll curving around all the other stuff. Don't really care too much about the that fun direction, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it sounds like the most calming one. Most chill one.
They're very similar, but definitely the full circle kind of leads into, for me, the reason I picked it was a sense of closure. I'm a completionist. I like things with endings. I like linear stories. So circle to me kind of like said, completeness in my mind. And also, Verum is one of my favorites chapter in the entire game. I love Isolde, Kakanya's, and 37 and Sophia's story. And of course, Marcos and Greta Hoffman. Oh, man. And that story felt like such a great climax, all tied around the mystery of the circle. So I was like, similar to when Shiny said like this was the part of the story where things were ramping up, I was like, oh, we gotta pick a symbol that's like kind of reminds me of when things were ramping up last time, which was Verum Somt, and the whole key to the mystery of how do we survive the storm, you know?
Yeah, and the solution was a shape at the end.
And the description is so fitting. The most complete, most flawless pattern. Which, by the way, I'm not an artist, and the only way I'm able to draw a perfect circle is with a compass. How do you do it?
Oh yeah.
Has a lot of symbolism. It's very interesting in the circle.
I was like,
Kind of like what reverse presented as well. Like,
do you guys know how to draw Kirby?
It's cool. Pick up a bottle cap.
What's the
Anything circular.
what's the lyrics again? It's like, you draw a circle, you draw a circle, you erase the circle, you draw the circle. You give up on trying to draw the circle, and you draw an oval, and you draw a friendly face, and wow, you got Kirby.
There you go.
Have you guys seen that one shot? The circle goes into the square, or
Oh yeah.
Yes. Shapes.
Okay, I'm gonna run an
fellas.
ad here in a second, but let's go ahead and read the chat before I do. Let's see. Monix says, I chose a full circle because that's typically what man is associated with in chat. Oh yeah, right. Alright, this part. Sorry. And sometimes a foundation investigator needs to go undercover. Ah, a stranger, are you? Nekomata says, you're probably working with Manos, aren't you, Mononex? Right, Mononex is into that lore. For sure. Combination.
Is spying for the lore, yeah.
Yeah. A combination of Hoffman, Semmelweis, and Miss Grace's School of Expertise. And then
There you go.
Nekomata says, like, the checks out. And then plate the patch. Emmy says, I chose circle mostly matching description given. A whole, complete, conflictless shape. Ooh, very similar. Yeah.
There's
We have
more
two
to
left.
do.
Let's do the one between 10 and 6.
Okay, in the middle here, yeah. It says Voices of Anger.
Yes.
And then it's back to
Okay.
me, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Voices of Anger. Actually, I'll read this version. Voices of anger. Chants from marches and protests echo through the streets. You begin thinking about the roots of this era's unrest. Those surges of fear, anxiety, and anger. Perhaps they come from a breakdown of connection and distance between people. No one truly understands anyone else. And then, Shiny, what did you pick?
Yeah, this one certainly stuck with me, or resonated with me. I picked a world out of order and a universe out of balance.
Teresa?
I got the same as you, a breakdown of connection and distance between people.
Ooh, interesting. Riku?
funny enough, the only one I didn't get different from you all, I got Zero Shiny. I got a World of Order and a Universe of Balance.
Hey,
Oh.
that's a first.
Uh-huh.
Right. So Riku, why did you pick that one?
I don't know. I feel like right now in the world is literally out of balance, to be honest. Like people are, having hard times out there while others are having destroying money and stuff, So literally not balanced. So yeah.
So you were thinking
I-
of the socioeconomic
Ah,
inequality,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, equality, yeah.
Teresa.
I got this one because, at least in my interpretation of the others, all the others sound like valid points. but to me they sound like not the root of the problem. Like a collapse of morals and decay, I feel like people kind of throw collapse of morals around, but like as they have like, oh, nowadays people are without morals and stuff. And crisis of civilization, primal aggression is kind of like, oh yeah, we are all animals and stuff. And a world out of order and universe out of balance, I don't believe that much. So like I do feel that like the root of all problems is like people being too distant of everybody. Like the communities are breaking down and people are too individualistic. That's why I picked that one.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Can see that.
That makes sense.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Why did you get that one?
Yeah, I agree with Riku that it feels like it reflects the way that things are for me in real life. From what I can tell, it's the same kind of thing where it feels like there's an unbalance in the distribution of wealth, the distribution of power, all those things. But I also really resonate with your point about I personally do feel that a solution to this is found within connection between people. Absolutely. And I forget if I mentioned the reply for a world out of order and a universe out of balance is maybe the gods have lost their minds.
Ooh.
Which is an interesting response. I don't know what does it mean by gods, I wonder. What does gods actually imply?
So
within the world of reverse, sorry, go ahead first.
Oh, yeah, in reverse. I was going to say that like I didn't think of any of those three when I was trying to pick, because like as I said, like collapse of morals and crisis of civilization, you think of people like crying wolf. A world out of order, and then that is more like of belief. I thought it was like about religion, like literally energy, and that is why like gods, like the world is out of order. But like if I went with your guys' interpretation, I can like understand that as well. Like the system that we have is like unbalanced, and that is making people distance themselves from each other. Makes sense in that case. But yeah, I thought it was religious, like the energy of the universe or something.
Interesting. I see some religious vibes coming from the collapse of morals and the decay of the human heart.
Yes, I agree.
Also.
I actually would have argued that Crisis of Civilization is closer to like the socio-economic state of the world. And I
agree.
I did see World Out of Order as a religious thing as well. But in the world of Reverse 1999, we know that magic is real.
Yes.
Right.
And people really tap into those images of mythology and religion in a literal sense, or in a more literal sense, compared to reality, which is really interesting. So maybe that's what they mean by gods. And if you subscribe to the persona of it all, the Carl Jung of it all, the gods and demons and the mythological creatures in this universe are real because the collective unconscious is so much closer to touching reality compared to ours, where it can be real.
Sure.
That's like a theory floating around as to why magic is real in Reverse 999, is because the unconscious what's it called?
The subconscious mind,
the sea of collective unconsciousness. There you go.
Oh, that's it.
It's actually like so like close to this world that magic is real in this alternate history, because it is so susceptible to the change of cognition compared to reality, which is like very much mired in like social constructs and civilization and physics.
Yeah,
that is very interesting. This patch, there's a lot of lore like about the world of Reverse in itself. It was very interesting. I didn't think about that maybe like it's not that there is collective consciousness because there's magic. Maybe there's magic because of the collective consciousness.
Right.
That is interesting.
And the emanation is like a reset so that it doesn't get too close, so that the world can continue to exist. The emanation is just like pushing it back a little bit so that order returns, at least in a sense, but not quite right.
That is one thing that I found very interesting about the ending of like the chapter that changed completely the way that I saw the rain, the storm. Before I thought the storm was like, okay, the storm will come and will like take everybody away. And before the storm comes, there is like that prelude where everything goes crazy. Né?
Right.
I thought it was that. But from what we understood on the end of the story, it's actually the like, for some reason, the collective unconsciousness starts to bleed into reality, and people suffer being transformed by the collective unconsciousness. So, for example, everybody like gets their internal veins become wires, and then the storm goes through and it just like cleans all the people that were all the things that were affected by the collective unconsciousness. So it doesn't decay too much, and then the world resets. So all the people that were affected are taken away, and that's why the people who are like in safe spaces, they are not taken by the storm, simply because they were not taken by the collective unconsciousness. So there's no need for them to be washed away.
Right.
That is very interesting. Like the
It is
They
an
escaped
interesting
the
thing.
storm syndrome. So
Right.
yeah,
the
they
storm
escaped the
syndrome,
storm.
yes.
hmm
yes.
So you could even argue that the safe spaces are actually kind of a bad thing, because fate
Against nature.
is against fate, it's against nature, to kind of fix the error, the anomalies, because they keep like
Interesting.
those spots are out of fate's reach. Which is very interesting. Oh, and sorry, we went on a whole tangent here, but let me go ahead and quickly talk about why I chose a breakdown of connection and distance between people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So world out of order and a universe out of balance. Like I said, saw the religious like symbolism there, and I was kind of interested in it, but at my core, I deeply, strongly believe in the connections between people, in
right.
human empathy driving society forward more than human
Right.
ingenuity and innovation. So I was like, it's got to be between people. I did consider like the collapse of morals and decay of human heart, but at the end of it, I'm like, humans are not inherently like good or evil in my mind. The nature versus nurture of it all. So I was like, I feel like it's other people who really like shape each other, and this text kind of like really puts an image in your mind really strong. Like this particular text is like really strong, of rioters in the street, protesters, civil unrest. But what is it actually coming from? It is coming from social inequality. Is it coming from a collapse of morals, or is it coming from people losing faith in each other? And I think that was like what really made me choose the breakdown of connection, distance between people. It is a separation and loss of trust and connection that I think it would be like causing those like heaves of unrest. At the same time, with those protests, with those like upheavals of protests, I feel like it is a way for people to like shake things up and maybe make those connections again.
And yeah, I was just going to say, with my own personal experience in protests over the recent years, protests end up being a means of connecting with others, actually. In a lot of in the real world, I actually like have ended up connecting with others because I got out there and held a sign.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hey, you also like what's on the sign. We should connect about this issue that's important to us and all that stuff.
It's the whole thing of we may not have the exact same beliefs, but we're standing here, which means we at least have the same ideals.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Okay, I didn't think about it like that because, like, I was thinking like, okay, what caused those people to go into a riot? Oh, it's because like society is the situation's kind of harsh. What is making the situation kind of harsh? I thought it was the breakdown of connection. But like, if you really take it this literally, like, oh, what is the reason for people to being like having strikes and stuff? Yeah, that is the opposite. Like, people are actually connecting to actually strike.
Yeah,
and, like,
it's because
organize
they
and stuff.
need connection. Actually,
Yes.
It's they're going out there for the purpose of connecting.
Because there are so many
it is
people
still true. Yeah.
who are just like being selfish and making the world worse.
Yes, yes.
That's my
and-
like reasoning.
To take back on something that you said, Decaf, you said like a crisis of civilization represents more like you think that represents more like a civilization problem, you know, instead of a spiritual one. And I agree on that. And if I was like, okay, what is making people go away from each other? It's like a crisis in civilization. It's just like the primal aggression that made me like, okay, no, I cannot choose this one because, like, as you said as well, like humans are not, by what specialists says and stuff, humans are not evil or good by nature. It's like it's both, and depends like the situation of the person and personality and all of that. So yeah, and like a breakdown of connection and a world out of order are the two things that like, okay, we can like discuss. By like a collapse of morals, and it's just the word used, like a collapse of morals and
Right.
primal aggression. So it's the like, oh yeah, the problem is that the next generation is bad, or like, oh yeah, no, all humans are bad. It's like I hear people say.
I feel like
in
the
those-
reason
in those
why like we chose very similar answers is because when it comes down to it, the other choices are so simplistic, right?
Yes.
To the
yes.
point where
It's a
they
easy
don't really
solution, yeah.
describe. I feel like doesn't really accurately describe what we would think would be like the sources of these things, you know?
Yes, can be a problem, but like it's not the source, the main one.
It feels like a symptom rather than a cause.
Yes, it's a distraction of what actually is the problem.
Catching up with chat here, we went deep with that one, but it is really a striking question, right?
It's a deep
Yes.
question. Yeah.
Let's see. Monik says, I think I picked a world out of order and a universe out of balance. Oh, interesting. You did pick that one. Because Manus is the one breaking sad balance. Right, you're thinking about it in the terms of the story. Whereas
And the universe, yes.
the four of us are taking it in the context of real life.
Of real world.
which
It's
is
that
like,
as well, like if I was
in a way,
thinking
are
of like
connected
in
still.
reverse, yeah, if I was thinking of like in reverse, yeah, like the problem is that there is an imbalance. There's a storm going around that is like 100% in reverse. But yeah, I was thinking of those questions like as if it's real life.
Right. There's an option you feel there's irony in it. Emmy says, I picked a crisis of civilization and primal aggression. Deep down, I'm Hobbesian. And pro foundation. Ah, yes. The Machiavellian way.
Hobbes. It's been so long since I've read Hobbes, so I barely even remember
I hope I said
what
Hobbesian
Hobbes
right.
is all about.
Hobbesian?
Hobbesian, I assume, is in terms of the philosophy of Thomas Hobbes, right? Whoa, gosh, Wikipedia is so huge. I don't see anything that really. Let's see. Oh, a
Yeah,
social
if I remember,
contract.
yeah, like it is about. Like, if I
Oh,
remember
social
pretty well as well,
contracts,
it's
what we
like,
owe each other. Yeah.
We need
Oh, wait, no,
it's gone.
we need the state, otherwise we'll destroy each other because it's in human nature to like fight against each other and stuff.
I think I remember not liking him when I read his stuff in my philosophy college class.
The Leviathan, yeah, I don't either.
I feel like philosophy can go one of two ways. Either you kind of vibe with what they're saying, but you maybe don't like. You're not maybe not completely married with the idea, and most folks aren't. Like trying to treat any one philosophy as your end all be all is not the way to go. The whole point is to question things.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
you're
for
like,
sure.
this is kind of hard to deal with and parse. So I'm gonna like take what I like and ignore what I don't.
Yeah.
And it's a real
Yeah,
weird.
I guess I should.
Sorry, go ahead.
I should say, I mean, I took like literally just a philosophy 101 course. So we had to like, spend a very small amount of time on any one given philosopher. I probably only read like one thing that he wrote. And anyone who's ever written anything in academia has changing thoughts and different things they write about. So I'd have to be specific about which thing I read of his, and I can't remember what it was. So I don't know.
It's interesting
I think
how.
that it's more...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go on.
No, you first. You first.
No, I was going to say like philosophy is about like discussing ideas, yada yada yada. So like I would say that it's not that I don't like Robespierre, because like he is as a person, he presented an idea. It's more like I don't agree with like this concept or this concept or this concept. I think it would be more like, okay, he presented the idea, I see his point, I don't think it's right.
Yeah,
But like,
exactly.
it's not like, oh, I don't like him. It's like, no, oh, these ideas,
Yeah.
these parts. But like, this other idea, I can see that. But yeah, like the Leviathan and that stuff, they're like, oh, we need this, otherwise we will kill each other.
There are very few groups, people, who would choose any extreme on either end of the spectrum, which is interesting because it's the very nature of philosophy is to question. So there's, a lot of gray area.
Yeah, there's a lot. And it's simplifying as well. It's kind of complicated because there's always a way to see through the lens of every idea. And in the end, unless we manage to make like a huge social experiment, it's kind of hard to test some stuff.
Okay. You can click on the 6th one without like accidentally clicking on 6.
There you go.
Yes, I was trying that earlier too. So this is the last one. Voices in debate. Should I read this one?
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right. Voices in debate. You're just about to enjoy your Mont Blanc and a rich cup of coffee when the argument at the next table gets louder. They're bothering you, sure, but one person's view does strike you as the more reasonable one. And I chose... One must realize they were whole from the very beginning. The reply to that I got was, so what are we even chasing?
Huh.
I'll pick Riku. What was your answer?
My one is one must realize they were whole from the very beginning.
Ooh, same.
It says,
There.
so what are we even chasing?
Same as me.
Teresa.
Mine was those who withdraw from society are running from their responsibilities. And it's not much different from exile.
It's not much different from what?
From exile.
Oh, from exile. Okay.
Yeah, not much different from exile. And yeah, Decaf.
And then I picked differently. So yeah, at the very end, none of us picked 4 different answers.
Yeah.
But we did
It's
pick 3
hard.
different answers this time. I picked there is no evil, only good that society has yet to recognize.
Ooh.
And then the answer was standards are always shifting.
I like that one. That's nice.
So for me, when I reasoned this out, I was eliminating answers
Yep.
rather than like picking one that like stood out the most to me. So I think the last 2 were really like deep thinkers for sure. And that makes sense, they, as it goes on, they want you to like really think about those answers. So I crossed off a lover because I don't really believe in soulmates, especially as someone who's aromantic asexual. I'm like, even if this was talking about like a platonic half, I don't really think that's necessary to like be a person. And so I thought that's not really something that I think people need. While I do believe people need other people, I don't think it's just one person who completes you. And then like the other extreme of that is one must realize they were whole from the very beginning, and I'm like, no. If only because I think that at the start, I don't think that we are like complete people yet. I mean, we have maturing to do, is my thinking, growing up.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that doesn't seem right either. And then I was like really torn between these 2. There is no evil, and those who withdraw from society are running from their responsibilities. But ultimately, I didn't choose those who withdraw because I feel like those who withdraw is such a negative view of alone time, because I feel like alone time is important to like gather your thoughts and reflect. That I was like,
Right.
okay, these are the three answers I don't really vibe with, so I guess I'll pick this fourth one, which is there is no evil, only good that society has yet to recognize, because there is like a shifting to it, an understanding that we get as time goes on. But even that, I'm not sure if I 100% agree with. Kind of similar to our philosophy talk, where we're like, you know, all four of these ideas have their own merits, but at the end of it,
Right.
I'm not sure if any of them are the correct answer, you know? But yeah, that's why I picked There Is No Evil. Back to Teresa, yes.
Yeah, it was the same for me. I don't agree with any of those four fully. So I went like, which one is the one that I agree more, even if I don't agree 100%. One must realize they were whole from the very beginning, and a lover is the part of yourself that got lost among humankind. I think my impression is the same as Decaf. I don't think that anyone is like start their life whole. I think there's a lot of you to find as you live.
Oh,
And
yeah.
A lover is the part of yourself. I don't believe that as well. I like romance, yada yada yada, but I think that you should be able to live by yourself. You're not. I mean, again, I do think that you need friends and community and stuff like that. Maybe not even friends, even just community. But like, you don't need another person. You know, like can be whole by yourself. Even if you are not whole from the start, you can become whole by yourself. You don't need another half. And there is no evil, only good that society has yet to recognize. I was like, no, I do think there is things that like will never be recognized by society because they are inherent evil. And like those who withdraw from society are running from their responsibilities. Like the only part that I agree on this is that those people who want to withdraw from society, but they still want to take part in the like good parts of society.
Right.
So like those people who are very individualistic and they're like, I don't want to pay taxes, I don't want to do that, I don't want to vote, I don't want to do that, I don't want to participate in my responsibilities, but they still want to have water and like use the roads and go to school and stuff like that. So like they want
So
the good things of
libertarians, right?
society.
We're talking
Yes.
about libertarians.
Yes, those people. They want
Say
the
it.
good parts of
Say it, I'm
society, but they don't want to do like their part on it. However, like if the person, like Decaf, the way that they describe was like someone having time alone, that I totally agree. But when like if someone was like, no, I don't like society and I will live by myself 100%, I don't need help from anyone and I will not help anyone, that is like their right. They could do that. Like they're not running from responsibilities because they're not expecting nothing from anyone. So they can do that. I don't think they will survive very long, but if they want to do that, they're allowed to do that. So like I don't agree because like if they really withdrew from society, then yeah, they don't have responsibilities. But like was the one that I most agree, even though I don't agree 100%, because the others I agree less with. And yeah, like was taking out one by one, like Decaf. Shiny. Which one?
Riku, actually.
Why did you? Oh, Riku. Why did you get? Why did you choose your own?
I didn't think too much about this. I thought they meant like body and then like live through the whole body. Like your body's there. Yeah.
Oh, the body.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought literally the body. I didn't mean like your personality and stuff. So like that seems, that seems true. Well, most of the time, but most of it is true. So yeah, I'll pick that one.
In terms of the physical self, you mean?
Yeah, physical.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That leaves you, Shiny.
Cool. Okay. As soon as Decaf mentioned there is no evil, only good that society has yet to recognize, and then Decaf, what was the reply to it?
Standards are always shifting.
Yeah. That reply especially made me go, man, I kind of wish I'd picked that one. I think this was another one that I just picked a little bit on a whim. But I do vibe with the the optimism of the one must realize they were whole from the very beginning, the optimism of the sentiment, and it's less about being whole from the beginning and more about recognizing that you don't need to
You're enough.
find your solution in something outside of yourself or something external. You have I find it to be kind of empowering to say, okay, I actually have the ability to do this thing, as opposed to, oh, if only I
Sure.
blank, then I will succeed, or if only I make it to this
This milestone, this achievement.
yeah, milestones and etc.
That's
So
interesting.
I saw it as kind of a rejection of that kind of thing. But I also really, really like the concept of shifting ethics
Yes.
amongst people, and how let's see, the first example that popped into mind is kind of strange, but it's the first example that popped to mind, so this is what I'm going to share. When for the longest amount of time, the human tradition of dealing with our dead bodies was to bury our dead bodies under the ground, and then cremation came along as an option. And when it first showed up, everyone, at least especially in America, people were protesting it. It was just seen as a terrible thing to do to our dearly departed. How dare you just desecrate their bodies this way? And now the standards shift over time, and it's like, no, actually, everybody is on to cremation. My parents, they want to be cremated. My dad loves the idea. He likes the idea of not having to take very much room after he's died. And so that's why he's up for it. And standards change over time. I think that's a really good answer. So yeah.
So much like all of the much like a discussion with philosophy here, I feel like these all have their merits. At the same time, if you look at
Right.
every answer, they all seem kind of extreme, which made it so difficult for me
Yes.
to choose.
Yeah.
Like the idea of no evil, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
there is evil in this world.
Yeah. In 2026, I can feel it.
And then you have to like
As you can kind of twist then all, yeah.
you have to justify feeling whole from the very beginning as a sentiment rather than actual literal like spiritual or emotional wholeness. And then lover, again, very extreme. Like the idea of someone out there who completes you is such a like limiting idea that if you choose this one, like how can you spin that to be like, oh, you actually don't need someone else, but community, right? You would find a reasoning for it. And the last one being like, we don't want society. Oh, again, I kind of Teresa's answer is also kind of a compromise from that of like 100% withdraw versus what I was seeing it as like there are moments to withdraw. It's really interesting how all four answers are in those extremes that we have to like justify it to really say our answer, except for Riku, who was just like, yes, body.
Propaganda. They are training us.
We all had different interpretations on each of the answers. Yeah.
Our interpretations was
They are
like
training us
what
to
ultimately.
interpret things.
Sorry, go ahead. You were saying Teresa. My bad.
I was saying they are training us to twist the things to make sense, like to ignore the parts that we don't agree because we need to pick one. So
Right, because things are
Yeah.
nuanced, right?
We don't continue with the story until we pick one.
Yes.
So the last thing we have here to do before we end the collaboration,
Right.
and I do apologize, we went a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, don't worry.
My original idea for this was that this would be like a 30-minute thing before we did Barrel or Broom side story. Can you imagine how long our collab would have been if we did that?
We will
Oh my
react
God.
so much. But yeah.
Oh, thank goodness you all have time, and thank you for being here, all of you, and taking time off your day. I appreciate it so much. Shiny especially, I know you are going overtime already.
Oh, I think we'll be just fine. No worries.
That's good. Rico and Teresa, please get rest after this, okay?
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep.
Okay, catching up with chat before we get to the last part here. Monlik says, I think I chose One Must Realize They Were the Whole from the very beginning, as it more closely ties with the theme of the event story. Right. Going with the themes of the lore and the story that we're dealing with here. I agree. Felician kind of like struggles with her identity, and at the end of it, she realizes kind of who she was, but also at the same time loses it at that moment. It's a real tragedy. I mean, it's reverse. What do you expect?
Yes.
Well, Emmy chose the same as Shiny, which was the one. Yeah, well, same. One must realize they were whole from the very
Same
beginning
one, yeah.
because similarly, it's the sentiment of feeling fine with yourself, and that is a very like wholesome sentiment that I guess I was thinking a bit too strictly about it to pick.
I was
All about
like I said, I was
interpretation.
thinking, all about the interpretation. The way that I was thinking, it was like, there are some people who are like, they are just fine the way that they are and they're not going to change. But I really like Shiny's interpretation that it's not like the person is not going to change, but it's like she doesn't need outside forces. They just need themselves. They are enough. You know, they can just do like that is a good one. Yeah.
Whereas I kind of have the opposite feeling. I feel like it's the people around me who make me better or worse.
Yeah. It's
Community.
it is a very interesting juxtaposition because I agree with both of those at the same time, and even though they're kind of in conflict with each other. And
Yes.
it's
Humans
interesting.
are paradoxical.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So the very last thing to do here is to click on the question mark. So everyone, let's click at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
So here's our results. Now, let's just say the title of what we got first, and then we'll decide the order of like who reads what description. So I got the self you portray. What did Shiny get?
I got the self you unify.
Interesting. Teresa?
I got the same as Decaf, the self you portray.
And then Riku?
But the same as Shiny, self-unify.
Oh, interesting.
I actually would have thought
Division.
Riku would get a very different result. Because you picked so many different answers from us. But I guess whatever ones were similar enough led you to Shiny's result. Huh.
I guess so, yeah.
Perhaps.
Okay. So, for this part, each of us will read the result, even though some of us got the same ones. And then I will send you the recording of you guys reading your own results. Let's go ahead and start with... Yeah, let's do the same thing. Let's go with reverse order. Riku, you go first.
Okay then.
And then I'll use Chinese footage for like the visual on your end.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. The self you unify. The entire history of humankind lives within the human mind, what we call racial memory. Over time, these shared memories condense into 4 archetypes. Through their imagery and expression arises the collective unconscious. According to your assessment, your inner core resonates most deeply with the self. You are every era. To pursue the center and totality of the personality is to pursue the self. No matter how turbulent the world becomes, you yearn for a higher dimensional, more primordial, more eternal order. Inner harmony and cosmetic harmony are in truth the same thing. To reach that place, anything may be carried out or abandoned. You are you, and you are the sum of all ages. Remember, transcendence in higher dimensions often demands sacrifice in lower ones. That's it.
Thank you, Riku. Teresa, you can go ahead and read yours next.
Yeah, sure. Do we read the first paragraph? Is the same
Yes,
for
please.
everybody? Yes, see? Okay. Okay. The self you portray. The entire history of humankind lives inside the human mind, what we call racial memory. Over time, these shared memories condense into 4 archetypes. Through their imagery and expression comes the collective unconscious. According to your assessment, your inner core resonates most strongly with the persona. You adapt to every era. Decorum and social instinct are your tools. Only the citadel of order can hold back the collapse of chaos, can't it? Even though relying on crumbling structures is risky, there is always another social role waiting to take you in for a while. Layer upon layer of masks. You don't mind being the hero or the clown, the sage or the fool. You are you, and you are the multitude. Remember, a masked person gains an identity, but loses their own face.
And then Shiny.
Ooh. Okay. The self you unify. The entire history of humankind lives within the human mind, what we call racial memory. Over time, these shared memories condense into 4 archetypes. Through their imagery and expression arises the collective unconscious. According to your assessment, your inner core resonates most deeply with the self. You are every era. To pursue the center and totality of the personality is to pursue the self. No matter how turbulent the world becomes, you yearn for a higher dimensional, more primordial, more eternal order. Inner harmony and cosmic harmony are, in truth, the same thing. To reach that place, anything may be carried out or abandoned. You are you, and you are the sum of all ages. Remember, transcendence in higher dimensions often demands sacrifice in lower ones.
As above, so below. Right, and that means me last. The self you portray. The entire history of humankind lives inside the human mind, what we call racial memory. Over time, these shared memories condense into 4 archetypes. Through their imagery and expression comes the collective unconscious. According to your assessment, your inner core resonates most strongly with the persona. You adapt to every era. Decorum and social instinct are your tools. Only the citadel of order can hold back the collapse of chaos, can't it? Even though relying on crumbling structures is risky, there is always another social role waiting to take you in for a while. Layer upon layer of masks. You don't mind being the hero or the clown, the sage or the fool. You are you, and you are the multitude. Remember, a masked person gains identity, but loses their own face. Okay, so not having seen the other 2 results, I was actually
No, wait, missing people.
yeah, but folks, if you have the other results, feel free to share them in the chat. And I believe there are videos and images of other results out there. I'll in the editing of this, I'll put up the other results on screen right now if you want to read through that. It is interesting how different they are. Even from the first paragraph, there's a subtle change in the first paragraph. Lives inside the human mind, I think was the wording for self you portray. What was your word, Shiny?
Oh, lives in, let's see.
Lives within or something?
Lives with, okay, where are we? Which paragraph?
The first paragraph.
Sorry.
First paragraph.
In the first paragraph.
First paragraph. Lives within the human mind.
Yeah.
Yes, inside
it's
What we call racial memory.
It's a very small change, but it does seem to mean something different.
Arises and comes to as well at the end.
Right. Arises and...
Arises the collective unconscious, and for us the portray is comes the collective unconscious at the end of the first paragraph.
Through imagery and expression.
Yes. And then on the second as well, it changes. According to your assessment, your inner core resonates most deeply for Shiny, and then for us is most strongly.
Right. So I feel like there is, like all 4 of the results probably, going over Jungian philosophy, go over the idea of self-image, right? Like, how do we kind of see ourselves? For me personally, I vibe very strongly with my result. I'm interested in hearing what you guys think. As someone who considers themselves as a social butterfly to an extent, and as someone who has had to kind of mask my personality, both in my identity as a non-binary person, as well as someone who has gone through so many experiences, both traumatic and good, of learning how to react and deal with people, has very strongly shaped how I approach and deal with the world. I am someone who talk a little bit about trauma here. Went through a very traumatic experience where I had a friend group for a while who I had to pay to be friends with, and at the end of that relationship, they paid me to stop being their friend. And that experience taught me to become a bit of a chameleon and try to learn other people's interests in order to give a reason for people to feel that I am sincere in the way that I present myself, and not just paying to be there.
I see.
So the idea of me resonating with the persona of someone who puts on different masks feels very accurate to how I feel about myself, as someone who does kind of lose themselves in the mask sometimes. The way I see it, though, is it's not wholly negative. I don't completely lose myself. I feel like it just becomes a part of me. It's just another side of me that I take on, whether that be to connect with people, which is the wholesome side of it, or as a survival instinct. For the longest time, I couldn't accept or see myself as being anything other than straight. To the point where I invented crushes that I never really believed to be true, deep down. That's how I saw. Sorry, that's just how I feel about the result I got here. Riku, how did you feel about your result?
My result?
Yeah.
I think I resonate with the inner harmony kind of thing, because as you know, I'm pretty chill, so yeah, I resonate more on that part. As for the higher dimensional stuff, not really. I don't really feel like I'm going through that thing at the moment, so no. Yeah, I think it's half correct, I guess you could say. Half for what I feeling about myself. Half, I guess. Yeah.
I wonder which second could be tipping off for one or two answers that maybe
I wonder as well.
You could have got another one.
Riku only chose, I think, 2 answers that were similar to other people.
Around there.
Right?
Around there.
And they tipped it towards one or the other. So I wonder if it's a square of you're on this x-axis and until you pick specific answers to go on the y-axis, up or down, right? Which probably is how they have it. Maybe, I don't know. Or if it's the Cosmo quiz where it's all the A answers can be to A, and then
Yes.
When I first was doing this, I thought, oh, these are obviously the Manus Vindictae answers, but the end result, the self you portray being the persona, isn't necessarily a Manus Vindictae image in my mind, a social construct, which is not what I was expecting. But yeah, let's go ahead and hear from Teresa next.
Me? Okay, I agree with this, and because I don't know, it's something that I have been aware about me for a while, I suppose, about like I have some very high expectations for like an archetypes that I should fit in, like a persona that I should fit in, that is socially acceptable, and I have been running after that persona, that type of person that I need to be, depending on the social situation that I am. And together with that, I also noticed that like my personality, I usually do well with like structures, like not structures, how do you say, institutions
and
yes.
Like
Stuff with institutions and rules and stuff with hierarchy and all of that. Like I find a comfort on that. So yeah, I can, it's something that I don't like much about myself, that I'm trying to work through, like both things. Again, things in moderation is always nicer than like going full on that type of stuff. So yeah, I do agree that is like, it's something that I'm slowly working through, but it kind of fits like as the personality that I was born with, like as a child, as a teenager and stuff, like rules, academics, or all that stuff, like hierarchy. I remember, oh my god, I remember that as a child, no, that's the thing, that is not even as a child, as a teenager, I was like 16. There was like a roundabout to the path of my house, and literally everybody would cut through the roundabout because like it's a way longer to go around, and you had to go like through grass, and literally there was like a path for people to walk. But in my mind, I could not walk on grass because walking on grass is against the rules. And I would like, for 2 or 3 years of my life, I would walk like through the whole roundabout. I would take like 10 minutes instead of just cutting through like everybody else. And like it took me so much mental energy to finally like step on the grass, like literally step away from the concrete of the walkway.
I see.
And I was already like 16. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff with rules and hierarchy and trying to fit like social roles that those institutions try to put on people. So yeah, I agree with this one. Shiny, do you agree with your test?
Yeah, I honestly, reading it, it's kind of, I'm just gonna be really super honest, it's kind of going over my head. It's using a lot of like interesting terms and talking about primordial and eternal order and cosmic harmony and these concepts that I don't actually think about myself very often right now. So I think I'm going to be honest and say this is one I'm going to have to like come back to and think about as I cook my dinner tonight and figure out. I'm trying to figure out what my interpretation of the results is, basically, because what it's describing is a little bit foreign to me, but I feel like there is stuff here that I could pull some meaning out of it. So TBA is my answer. This requires some more digestion, which is often the case for me and this game that we all love, Reverse 1999. It's not the first time that's happened for me. And it's about time for me to be signing off also, I gotta say.
Right.
I probably should be running out pretty soon.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up then. We'll address the chat one last time, and then I will like give the like call to action real quick before we all say goodbye to each other.
All right.
So, let's see. Here, Monik says, I also got the self as my overall response. So, same as Shiny and Riku. Most important info about the storm, in your opinion, and the least and the most matters associated at the same time. Whereas Emmy says, change what you really don't like and accept what you can't or don't want to change about yourself. And then Monik actually meant, yeah, the result. Emmy says, same as Shiny as well. So the four of you are the same. And then Emmy showed the result with the wiki page. Again, I will just like have those on screen for the ending here, so people can read through that, and then I'll link the wiki page as well. Thank you so much for the link here. I'm not sure who posted it, Shiny? It was Monix or?
Oh, this was Emmy.
It was
I
Emmy.
think? Yeah.
Thank you, Emmy. Yeah. Monarch says, I vibe strongly with the result with the self, especially for someone like me who is after the truth, in terms of the history of this universe, and the truth is the world's self. Right. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Riku.
UWU.
Much appreciated.
The fractal Rikuo _ Toshiro
Nice.
12 subscribes their name upon the simulacrum for 4 months.
And then Emmy says, the self unify resonates with me even more since I really dislike all the other three. The portraits, the behavior I really don't like for me, the fear. I said I don't like Manus at all. Oh, the fear is kind of a Manus answer. Huh,
The fear is like someone who destroys everything, yeah.
interesting. It's the chaos answer, I suppose. And the unify,
Yes,
you
it's
can
the people, yeah.
yeah. And then there's the unify. You agree with the need of social interaction, but again, you think that one must feel good with their self and not look for someone else to fix them. Maybe that's what ultimately tipped Riku and Shiny away from from a different result, was picking that whole answer of feeling whole.
Yeah, this unify sounds like very like you are very true to yourself. Like you don't let the era change your opinions and stuff. Like you keep truth to yourself, no matter what. But like you're not going to be as extreme as fear, where then you want to tear everything apart. No, you are true to yourself, but you still will work with other people. It seems to me.
Oh, that's what that says. That's interesting. Gifted says, thank you for the stream. Thank you, Gifted. So call to action. Thank you so much for watching the stream and coming to the end of the YouTube video if you're watching this on YouTube. Thank you for listening to our thoughts and our philosophies. It was really interesting talking with you guys about this and hearing your different
Yes.
takes on the answers. Like, no two answers were the same, which was really fascinating.
Yeah.
And I do hope that, regardless if you completely gel with your result or not, it is not it's not a definition for who you are. Like, no personality quiz is. But hopefully it makes you think a little bit more about yourself, and like with philosophy, helps you come to some answers that might help you in life. So with that
Like
in
we
mind,
said, it's a good thought experiment.
it is a good thought
It's
experiment.
about the journey, not the end.
Yeah. So with that in mind, the call to action here is, if you made it to the end of the video, or even if you didn't, because it is, I would imagine this would be like an hour-long video at least, even if I cut out all the banter in between. Please go ahead and put your result down in the bottom and how you feel about your answers or about the final results, or all of them. Feel free to tell your story, whether you approached it simply as a story device, or if you were picking the answers that just vibe with you, or an image, or if you took it more personally or try to apply it to real life. Please let us know. And if you enjoyed the video and you aren't already subscribed, the other call to action. Hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check us out on our live streams when we do voice acting. This was a different kind of collaboration than usual. Usually what we do is voice acting as the Cavalry group, so please do check out our side stories and anecdotes. And if you aren't playing the game Reverse in 1999, consider playing that game as well. This is a wonderful game that makes you think. Makes you think,
Yeesh.
Okay, I'm gonna keep streaming. I have editing to do. I'm gonna make another music video.
Yeah, I will read Decaf after this.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a music video about using the Grammy-winning song "Wildflower" by Billie Eilish after this.
Hey.
And I will see you guys in the next patch with Igor and Marcia. Ooh.
Yay!
Let's go! Hype, Igranji.
You ever read
Hype, hype,
the
hype.
newspaper?
Hype.
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 Yay.
Hype.
So please follow everyone over on our channels. All the links are on screen
Yes.
and in the description.
Follow everybody.
Sorry, I talked too much for the outro here. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Yeah.
Shiny, you take over saying goodbye to everyone because you're ending anyway.
Sure. Yep. I will say goodbye to the Discord call and say goodbye to Decaf's chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. And from after this, I'll be leaving the Discord call and I'll finish up my stream and we'll be rating Decaf. Alrighty. Thanks again,
Yay.
Decaf, for organizing this.
Indeed.
Thank you all for being here.
Yay.
It was really,
All right.
really fun. And also,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some dreams tonight.
Some imagery, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks.
Much
I'll
to
talk
think.
to you guys again later.
Bye, Shiny.
Yeah, have a good one.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I suppose I will be going as well then. I'm not streaming, so I will just be gone and do my dailies
Farewell.
and dinner. Yeah. Bye-bye. Have a good one, you all.
Bye.
Yay. And thank you,
Bye.
Decaf, for inviting. Bye-bye.
And goodbye to you as well, Riku. Anything you want to plug before you go?
No. Nah, it's fine. Me is always here to chill out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So please go ahead and show them some love when you get there. Okay. Oh, and if you like the content, give them a follow. Thank you everyone again so much for joining me. A special thank you to Lunar and ShinyBot TV for the raids. Do check them out. They're both wonderful people, do wonderful things. And check out Riku and Riku to Toshio 12 for the resub. Also a good friend of mine. You should check out their streams as well. As I send you off, keep in mind, remember that Decaf NVIDIA is Creative Commons Attribution, non-commercial share alike, 4.0 international license. Off you get. You can ring my bell.